Elijah Lawrence and his brothers just wanted to go to camp, but the elders at his church, Cypress Valley Bible Church in Marshall, told him that he couldn't due to insurance liability.
Injured in a car accident at 8 years old, Elijah lives with a trach tube to help him breathe. He's disabled.
But what makes his tracheostomy more of a liability than, say, a peanut allergy or even asthma?
Off to Panola we went to find out if this is a story of financial liability or discrimination, or maybe just a kid who knows his family's got his back.
I do stuff like a normal kid.
He makes it look easy. He makes being disabled look easy.
But sadly, there's nothing easy about hearing you can't go to camp because of your disability. Did you cry?
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Elijah and 3 of his siblings were excited to go to the Piney Woods Baptist Camp this weekend.
They all came back with their sheet of paper and said, "Hey, you got to fill this out. We want to go to winter retreat."
Lauren, Elijah's mom, cut a check. But when you're dealing with a child with a tracheostomy, there's more prep that goes into a trip away from home.
I did a little preemptive work. I called the camp and I wanted to make sure that his attendant could go because it's just a good, safe measure when you have a tracheostomy to have somebody with you. I talked to the camp director and he said, yes, everything's good to go. He actually gave me a limited liability waiver, and so everything was good to go.
Until this letter came.
It basically said he can't go.
Elders from the Lawrence Church, Cypress Valley Bible Church out of Marshall, informed the family that they could not grant Elijah permission to attend the retreat, stating they had checked with their insurance company and found out that they couldn't guarantee coverage. So the church told you the insurance company made a decision without seeing any medical records whatsoever?
Yes, they don't have access to those. They didn't ask me to disclose any. They didn't have any conversation with me until I received a letter in the mail. Not a single person approached me and said, hey, we're having a little bit of trouble and the insurance company doesn't want to cover your son, so maybe we can have a conversation and get this squared away.
I called the church for comment and received this email today. It states that the elders ran out of time to try to see if they could possibly work out details for Elijah to go, and that they've scheduled a meeting for January to gain more of Lauren's perspective. Now that's in direct contrast to multiple emails Lauren provided us, showing a continued dialogue with church elders dating back to early November.
And when I pressed him, what makes him different? Well, I guess it's the trach.
And elders told you at that point they didn't understand how that was discrimination?
Yes. That was what I got told. This is a new concept to us.
And here's the kicker. The ADA, or Americans with Disabilities Act, that took effect in 1992 doesn't apply to religious organizations, which means any church in the country can actually discriminate with virtually no recourse.
It's just wrong. You know, there's no good word about it, and that's why I think it needs to be, I think people need to know about it.
So what's the end game?
I want the law to actually change.
That's all you want.
Yeah.
I want this to be public. I don't want this to be hidden. I think that when you do things behind closed doors and you act like it's okay, then you get in the habit of thinking it's okay and then you do it again.
Love that.
And it's not okay.
None of Elijah's brothers chose to go on the retreat either. As for whether or not the Lawrence will be attending Cypress Valley in the future, Lawrence says it's up to the boys, and they haven't decided yet.